Stick with me to the end because this message is extremely important. And it obviously touched a nerve because when I posted this message on X, Twitter, it received over 500,000 views. This is a message for Jews, but it's really for everyone because, as I'm always telling you, Jews are the canary in the coal mine for the whole freedom-loving world. Now, this is not easy for me to say, but Jews in America should be scared. And yes, this is even for the Jews who have moved down to Florida for the safety and security of old America. Now, I don't say that all lightly, and I'm not saying it to make people go into panic mode. I'm saying this because it's true. Kanye West, one of the most influential cultural icons in America today, even though ostracized by some, yet still idolized by so many in America and around the world, just dropped a song with the chorus, and I quote, "Nigga, Heil Hitler," repeated over and over again. Yes, you heard that correctly, a glorification of Hitler mixed with the language of the streets, piped directly into the ears of millions and millions of Americans and music lovers around the world, especially young Americans. And if that wasn't sickening enough, Kanye ends his song with an actual Adolf Hitler speech in the background of his music. I want people to understand that this is very bad, not just because of the blatant Jew-hating anti-Semitism in this song, but this is really bad because this is a cultural bomb, normalizing genocidal hate speech against Jews dressed up as music and blasted across platforms with barely a whisper of pushback so far from the music industry and entertainment industry. And you know what? Even if it would get banned, it would just grow more in popularity. So now I want everyone to take a step back and imagine the outrage if another artist would have publicized a song repeating the N-word with a white supremacist chant over and over again. Imagine the public shaming campaign of that artist. But when it's a song about Jews, silence, or even worse, applause. So I want to be clear. I don't want Jews fleeing America in fear because of what this song pretends for the future of America and American Jewry. Not at all. As I say all the time, I want Jews coming home to Israel out of Jewish pride, out of a deep sense of faith in God and a sense of purpose, because Israel is our ancestral homeland, our story, and the future of our children and our national identity and people. I want Aliyah, moving home to Israel, to be a calling, a fulfillment of a dream of our ancestors for thousands of years, finally coming to fruition, as we've been saying for thousands of years at the Passover Seder next year in Jerusalem. I don't want it to be an escape for people. But to ignore the growing Jew hatred around us is to walk blindly into danger. The ground in America and the whole Western world is shifting, and fast. From college campuses where Jewish students are terrorized by terror-supporting mobs, to progressive movements that justify terror and demonize Israel, to celebrities like Kanye who spread raw Jew hatred, now in music with impunity, the picture could not be any clearer. How many signs do we need to wake up to this new reality? These are not the 1980s and 1990s like when I grew up, or the 70s, with little to no Jew hatred, where those who were Jew haters were ostracized for even hinting public hatred towards Jews. This is a new world, and we're in a much scarier world. Nobody should still cling to the fantasy that the Golden Medina, right, the golden country of America, is going to be safe for Jews forever. We must wake up. Times have changed, and they are just going to get worse. Kanye just rapped Heil Hitler to millions and millions of people. I'm not telling anyone what to do. I never do. I'm just asking for people to see clearly and ask yourself, if not now, when? I want everyone to come home, not in fear, but in strength and in pride. But in the meantime, don't ignore the warning signs that are flashing brighter and brighter every day. And as a proud Jew, born in New York City, returned to my ancestral homeland Israel, still proud to be serving as an IDF reserve soldier, with my own children actively fighting in this war as IDF soldiers, I just want to emphasize, we have every reason to be proud Jews and to stand up for ourselves as the proud Jewish nation back as sovereign in our ancestral homeland. And we are so blessed to not be like the Jews of Europe and Russia and the Middle East, who for centuries were defenseless. We're not there anymore. We have our own country, we have our own army with challenges. And I know people say that not everyone can move back home to Israel. I get that. And if that's you, in the meantime, I highly advise you to talk to your children, your grandchildren, your friends about the miracle of the Jewish state of Israel today. How proud everyone should be to be Jewish today. How amazing it is to enjoy being a Jewish Israel where the national calendar of the holidays are our Jewish holidays. How unbelievable the Jewish state of Israel is in so many ways and helping the world in so many ways. Why should you do this? So that your children or grandchildren or neighbors or friends will be inspired to be connected to Israel and for them to come home to Israel, because our future is here. Not coming home out of fear, coming home out of strength and pride. Am Yisrael Chai. That's it for today's Pulse of Israel episode, where you get a belief-based, inspiring, politically incorrect truth that you hardly get anywhere else. And yes, we want to be heard by many more. If you're not a subscriber yet, what are you waiting for? Go to pulseofisrael.com and click to subscribe. And we are a donor-based operation. We need your donations, large and small, to be able to do our work and grow and do even more. So every once in a while, to be part of this amazing, important, holy work that we're doing, just visit pulseofisrael.com and click on the donate button. Shalom, everyone, and thanks for watching.
Pulse of Israel, frontline videos from the Holy Land. Support our work by donating today.